Hi, welcome to the Great Margarita Hunt. I'm Jenny, and I'm on the hunt for the very best margarita in the whole world. We're starting in the United States, Mexico, Canada, North America, basically. But if you know where a great margarita is near you, wherever you are, let us know where it is, and we'll either have you come join us on camera via video link to show us how to make that margarita, or we may show up at that restaurant or bar that you recommend to us. So please comment below and tell us where you think the best margarita is. We really want to know, and we want to put it in the competition for the hunt. All right, so today we continue with the summer theme because it's still hot and looking at what is it that we like to eat in the summer, what do we like to drink in the summer. Well, we like drinking margaritas all year long here, but we're going to look at cantaloupes. They've been really good recently, really sweet. Melons are in season in the summer, aren't they? And they've just been really nice to look at, nice to eat. And, you know, melons, I like a little salt sometimes on some sweet melon. So that seems to mix well, doesn't it, with a margarita? So we're going to try something different. Let's see. We usually wait to try our margaritas till you're with us. So I don't know what I think. We'll find out. We're going to have a spicy cantaloupe margarita that we're going to use a serrano pepper with today. And then we're going to make a frozen cantaloupe margarita that should be just really refreshing and cool. So let's take a look over here at the side. We're going to use this, what are we using? This Partida Silver. This is a nice Blanco tequila with no additives. And we have some, we're going to talk about our cantaloupe here. We have some cantaloupe juice and some frozen cantaloupe. And we're going to use our Grand Marnier and our spicy cantaloupe. And we have this Patron orange liqueur that we're going to use in our frozen cantaloupe. Okay, so first to get ready, I need to, well, I tell you what, let's make the frozen one first. I think it's usually best for me to make the frozen one first. So let me show you this recipe. This is a lot of tequila because we're putting it in the pitcher. We're going to have 5 ounces of tequila, 16 ounces of frozen cantaloupe. You could buy that frozen, or we froze ours ourselves. 2 ounces of orange liqueur. Today I'm using the Patron. 2 teaspoons of agave, and I'm using agave nectar, and then 2 ounces of fresh squeezed lime juice, fresh squeezed only. So we're going to put all of this together. Now what I did was I took one of these really sweet cantaloupes that we had, and I just cut it up in chunks and stuck it in the freezer. And so now we're going to put that here in our pitcher instead of adding ice. Now, if it doesn't look like it's the consistency that I want, I might add some ice to this, but I thought this would be good. I'm thinking, because the cantaloupe was so sweet, that I might want to put a little chili rim on this, or at least part of it with a chili rim. So we'll see. We'll see what this is like. Like I said, I'm trying it with you for the first time. So I have the cantaloupe in here. I need 5 ounces of tequila. Now, that's so much that I'm going to use a measuring cup versus trying to measure all that in jiggers. That makes more sense to me. So let me see if I can find 5 ounces on here. Let's see. Okay, well, I know close to where that is, so 8 ounces. And then here we go. There we go. There's our 5 ounces. This has a very distinct aroma to it. It does. So, and I'm going to use this Partida in both of our margaritas today, both of our cantaloupe margaritas. We'll see if it's a good pairing, right? So I put the 5 ounces of tequila in there. I'm going to put in 2 ounces of the orange liqueur, and this is the Patron that I'm using. So I'm going to use 2 ounces of this. And I like cantaloupes. Do you like melons? Do you have melons at home? I know some people grow them. Now, when we've tried to grow melons before, they ended up pretty small. So let me see. So we have 2 ounces of orange liqueur, and now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of agave. Now this is agave nectar. I mentioned in a different episode that we were using the nectar when making frozen, wrong side, frozen margaritas to see if that helped keep it a little thicker versus the syrup. So here's 2 ounces of that agave nectar. Now that's going to be sweet. And then I forgot the fresh lime juice. No, right there. 2 ounces of fresh lime juice. Fresh squeezed, remember? I still keep saying I'm going to make a t-shirt. We just had some other things ordered, but I didn't have a room on it to put fresh squeezed only. And then I thought, well, maybe they won't know what I'm referring to, so I needed to think about that. Okay, so here we go. Ready? We're going to turn this on and see how it works. Frozen cantaloupe. Let me say that. Let's see. Oops. I hit the power button instead of the power. There we go. Well, that went pretty fast. It was really sweet melon too. So let me fix my glass. Let me see, which one do I want to use here? Okay, we'll go for this one. I didn't put any lime on this earlier. Let me put a little lime on here. And then since I can't make up my mind, I'm going to put half of it in the chili salt, which is that tahini. And then I'll put half of it over here in this salt that I have. Actually, this is has a little sugar in it. You know, you can play with it. Like I like the sugar salt rims, but sometimes I want just sugar, sometimes I want just salt. I like mixing it, but you can also play with those amounts. I would start off with half and half and see what you think with that, especially when you're using that coarse salt. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna, and you know you can just pour from here. I don't usually do that, but I'm gonna try that today. Oh goodness, look at that. It's like a smoothie. Oh, I'm excited to try this. But I think I'm gonna put this here, our frozen cantaloupe margarita. I just really never thought I would ever try that, but I'm going to try it for you. I'm willing to try pretty much any kind of margarita. So while we wait on that, I'm going to go ahead and try the spicy cantaloupe margarita. And with that, we took, I was a whole cantaloupe actually. This is what was produced by a whole cantaloupe, really fresh, really ripe. I tried straining it and then I went, well, I'm not sure if that's going to work. I tried that. I could have used cheesecloth. This is very thick. So we're going to just try it, but it smells really, really good. So we're going to go with this way and try this, and I'll tell you what I think about it later, if I should have worked on straining it. With the watermelon I had recently, we did another video recently with a watermelon basil. It was really good. On that one, I did strain it. So kind of figuring out the melons and see what we think here. But I've mixed this up. But for this one, we're using a serrano pepper. Here, let me move this out of the side. Move this over to the side too. Got too many sides right now. Okay, so serrano peppers are going to be hotter than the jalapeno. And it's just something to think about. But I thought this one would bring a good flavor to this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this in half. And it's not going to be in the glass. And we're not infusing it. I'm going to just put it in the shaker so it gets the flavor mixed in there. So I'm leaving the seeds this time. Sometimes I take the seeds out because I don't want that extra spice that comes with it. But in this case, I'm not infusing it. It's not going to be sitting in there very long. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw it in so I get more flavor from it. So in addition to the spice, the seeds are going to give me more flavor. So I'm going to leave those peppers like that, and we'll find out if I regret it in a moment. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and put those two halves in my shaker here. Okay, so these are the two, this is the one serrano pepper. So let's look at this recipe. I've got 1.5 ounces of tequila we're going to put in, the one serrano pepper. Now I said I was going to remove those seeds, but I changed my mind right here in front of you. Because I really think that it's going to help with the flavor. 1/2 ounce of the Grand Marnier, 3.5 ounces of this cantaloupe juice. Now that's going to be interesting because it's so thick. And 3/4 ounces of the fresh lime juice and 1/2 ounce of agave. Okay, so I've already put that pepper in there. I know I said when I was thinking about this in advance, I was going to take the seeds out. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm leaving the seeds in. So we've got that in here. I'm going to put in my 1.5 ounces of tequila. So in this is just one jigger up to the top. This is a 1.5 ounce. So I'm going to do that. 1.5 ounce. And then I'm going to put in the 1/2 ounce of Grand Marnier. So let me get this out. I picked Grand Marnier because I thought that those flavors would go well with this cantaloupe. And this is just a 1/2 ounce of this one. Now, I know I've told you this before, but we have different, we have a video with all three, or four, with 4 different orange liqueurs. And I like the Grand Marnier and I like the Cointreau, but I also use the Grand Gala, and I will use, so I've had some recommendations, so we're gonna try some other ones as well. And then 3.5 ounces. Now this is the part I was telling you about. This is really, really thick. So we're gonna do this with this. So it's gonna be 2 of these, but this is gonna be thick. So here we go. And I kept the glass so you could see it. So there's 1.5. Now I could have strained this some more. I could have done that, but I thought I'd just see what I think of this. with it all like this. All right, so that's 2 of these, that's 3 ounces. And then I already put the Grand Marnier in, 3/4 lime juice. So here we go. Put that in here. This is the fresh squeezed only, right? Whoops, and I just squirted it all over me. And let's see, you know what? That was 3/4. I missed a 1/2 ounce of that cantaloupe juice. So let me put just a little bit more. It's gonna be fun. Let me get just a little bit more of this cantaloupe juice in there. There we go. Which it really looks more like a smoothie than juice right now, doesn't it? But I want to see what we think. Let's see what this is like. Okay, so I have the 3.5 ounce. I got the lime juice, and I now need a 1/2 ounce of agave. So we're going to put that in. And I think, you know, I tend to go towards agave instead of simple syrup. And we've tried simple syrups with flavors in it. Really like it when making certain types. Like that watermelon basil was really good. So with the lemon, lots of good ones. Okay, so I have everything in here. I just need to put some ice in here. And, oh, I need to get my glass ready, don't I? So I need to put, I'm going to put some lime on my rim. And then I'm going to put a little tahini on this one. Now I know, we'll see that serrano pepper is probably hot enough. But might as well keep the theme going. And so I'm going to put some tahini on this rim. Do this. Now I'm going to be putting this over ice. So where did my cup go? I'm going to put some over ice. So I'm going to put some ice in my shaker. Whoops. It's fighting back right now. I'm going to put some ice in my shaker. And then I'm going to put some ice in my glass. There we go. And then a little more ice in my shaker. Here we go. Having some, did I tell you we're trying to get an ice maker? We've got another ice maker, but we want an ice maker for up here. We go through a lot of limes and a lot of ice. I wonder why. It's summer, right? So let's shake this up. That was loose on the top. It was about to be really bad. And I don't know if you saw it, but a couple of big pieces of ice went in there. So you're hearing it right now, right? Thunk, thunk, thunk. But it was already thick, so it doesn't matter. So here we go. Oh, wait a minute. It's fighting back again. Oh, there we go. All right, so we're gonna strain this. Well, I think the ice may keep it from doing, here, you know what? I'm gonna just, oh, it worked. I thought for sure you were gonna see me fighting back with this cantaloupe, spicy cantaloupe. Here we go, ready? At least, I don't know if you saw one a couple of shows ago. I was straining the wrong way and it went everywhere. Isn't that pretty? That orange is pretty. Now, so this straining is actually, you know, helping with that thick juice that I had in there. I'm trying to keep the ice and the pepper from coming in because I don't need any more of that. That looks good to me. It's not as thick as I thought it was going to be, so just shaking it up seemed to help with that. Plus, of course, I was using a big chunk of ice there, which isn't the way to do it. I know there's some bartenders out there that are mortified right now. I'm the Margarita Hunt person. You can come on and tell me how to do it right. Okay, so here's our spicy cantaloupe. Here is our frozen cantaloupe. So we have our frozen cantaloupe. Which one should I do first? Let's see. I'm going to go for the frozen one because it's been waiting for us. Don't want to keep it waiting any longer. Let's try this. Oh my goodness. No, let's just tell you the short version is no. Nope. I'm not sure what happened here, but we're not doing this again. But you know, I want to be fair. I'm going to take the rim off just to make sure that wasn't it and figure out what I did wrong here. Yeah, we're never doing that one again. That is really bad. Wow. I mean, there are some that I'll tell you, man, this is the best thing ever. I tell you, we do a rating of 5 margarita glasses. 5 being it's the best margarita I've ever had. 4 being it's a really, really good margarita and I would go there for that margarita. 3 being it's a good margarita, great for having with food. 2 is we wouldn't go back for it, and 1 is we won't talk about it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1. I don't know. And we're going to go ahead and post this because I feel like it's truth. I think we have to tell you when we like it and when we don't like it. I really don't like it. So, and let me tell you, I really liked the cantaloupe. It smells really good. I don't know what happened in between the cantaloupe and that, but we should never repeat it. Let's see. Let's see if the spicy cantaloupe is better. Let me tell you, that is way better. Oh, actually good. So frozen cantaloupe, pureed, I mean, in the mixer, blended in the mixer with the ingredients were pretty clear. This has, maybe the Serrano killed. You know what? This isn't very spicy either. It's not very spicy. It's very mild. That Serrano pepper, I think, is blending and balancing it out. It's not so sweet, and it's killed whatever was in that other one. That was bad. Okay. We're not going to cut this out because like I said, I really think it's important that you see I'm real. Like, if I like it, you know I like it. And if I don't like it, I don't like it. I really don't like that one. Okay. So, but remember, it was the same. You know what? I just remembered what the difference was with this. So let's see if you figure it out and comment down below. But this one was the same tequila and it was fine. So it wasn't the tequila. All right. Same cantaloupe. It wasn't the cantaloupe. We'll let you figure out the rest of it. Comment below if you can figure out what the difference was between these two. But this is worth repeating. I would say I'd give it a 3. Maybe a 3.5. That had a little more spice. That last one had a little more spice in it. So I'm tasting the Serrano now. But I would definitely give that a 3, 3.5. I mean, I would drink this again, is what I'm saying. Especially with food. I would enjoy this. Never. Don't do it. Run. All right. So thank you so much for joining us. I hope you'll try this one and not the other one. And I just want to thank you again. Please like and subscribe. You're going to see more that we don't like, but hopefully we'll find a lot more that we do like in the search for the very best margarita in the whole world. Please comment below. Tell us where we might find it and like and subscribe. The hunt continues.